had a really good friend when I lived in New York who was semi-homeless. He was homeless sometimes and not other times. He was a pool hustler. And I actually met him in a pool hall. And he became literally one of my best friends and stayed on my couch a lot of times. And sometimes he would stand on my couch. He would snore so loud because he hadn't slept in days.
Uh-huh.
It was crazy. And I moved to L.A. He stayed in New York, and I didn't see him for a while. And then I went to New York to do this thing. And I went to do this TV thing, and he came to meet me there. And I just, in my mind, it was me hanging out with my friend Johnny. It was normal. But for him, one of the things that he was saying to me, he goes, dude, I got to tell you, man, this is, like, because there was a bunch of, crew and all that. He goes, this is like the only time in years where people have been nice to me. He goes, because I'm with you, I'm hanging around, like everybody's nice to me. And then it made me think, like, oh, this guy gets treated like shit everywhere because he's like basically sleeping in flop houses or these hostels or anywhere he can if he can get the money. He had a serious drug problem. It wound up killing him. And I remember, I never forgot that. Like, he was saying, like, this is crazy, man. Like, people being nice to me here. Like, no one's ever nice to me. I remember thinking, like, why is no one nice to you? You're a great guy. And then I'm like, how fucking weird is my thinking? Like, I'm doing I was friends with this guy. I was a struggling comedian. He was a pool hustler. And then years later, I'm on a TV show. And I come to New York to film this TV show, and I hang out with my old friend. But he's still the same guy doing the same kind of things, and maybe even worse off because his health is failing and he's deep into the drugs. And, we're hanging out, and, he's like, I can't believe this is like the only times anyone's ever been nice to me. It's been a long time since people have been nice to me. And I've been like, whoa, like, imagine going through your day all day long. People are barking at you, treating you like shit. You're staying in these homeless shelters or flop houses with all these other crazy people, and they're yelling at you. And
damn. So
it's heavy.
Do you have, like, successful person's guilt? Like, is it weird for you to see people from your past?
No.
That's cool.
No. You can't. Got to keep moving. Can't worry about that. Because for sure, I've been, like, super fortunate. For sure. No doubt about it. But I also work pretty hard. It's like, I know that I've been very lucky. But I also know that I've taken advantage of moments and made the best out of them because I'm obsessive and I work real hard. And I think a lot of people have learned from that. I think I've showed a lot of people that are in my life, and a lot of people are like you got to work. Like, that's how you get things done in this life. You can get by on talent, and you can get by on brashness. There's a lot of things that you could pull off in this world where you can kind of like skirt the system, but really you're better off working too. Like, even if you have all those things, and I've always kind of been impulsive and kind of crazy, but I also work. I work really hard.